I've seen this with my own eyes, so I'm not just making stuff up. I've known women who are single moms, struggling to make ends meet, and then, bam! They find themselves with a hardworking, stable white guy. On the surface, it looks like they found love, but when you dig a little deeper, you start to see the cracks. The relationship isn't based on mutual attraction or emotional connection, it's a calculated decision. And don't get it twisted. I'm not saying all black women are out there plotting to find a white man to take care of them. That's not the point. But let's be real. There's a significant number who do see white men as a means to an end. It's not about love, it's about survival. And if you're in a relationship like this, it's something you need to be aware of. Now, I can already hear some of you saying, but isn't love supposed to be the foundation of any relationship? Yeah, ideally. But we don't live in an ideal world, do we? We live in a world where love is often overshadowed by practicality. And here's the kicker. Sometimes these women might not even realize they're doing it. They might genuinely believe they're in love, but deep down, it's the security they're after. And that's something you need to be aware of if you're in one of these relationships. So, what does this mean for you, especially if you're a white guy dating a black woman? It means you need to take a hard look at your relationship. Are you sure she's with you because she loves you? Or is it because of what you can provide? This isn't about being paranoid, it's about being smart. You don't want to wake up one day and realize that you've been used, that your relationship was never about love in the first place. And just to be clear, I'm not against interracial dating. Far from it. Love who you want to love. But do it with your eyes wide open. If you're getting into a relationship because you see someone as your meal ticket, that's not love. That's a transaction. And let's be honest, that's not going to end well for anyone involved. Relationships built on anything other than genuine connection are like ticking time bombs. They're going to blow up eventually. Let's take a moment to think about what happens when things go south. Imagine this. You've been with your partner for a few years, you've got a house, maybe even kids, and then something happens. You lose your job or your income takes a hit. Suddenly the relationship isn't so rosy anymore, she starts to pull away, maybe even gets resentful. You're left wondering what happened to the love that was supposed to keep you together through thick and thin. But here's the thing, it was never really love. It was about what you could provide. And now that you're no longer the golden goose, the cracks start to show. This isn't just some made-up scenario, it happens more often than you think. I've seen men go through this exact situation and it's heartbreaking. They thought they had a loving partner, only to find out that the love was conditional on their ability to provide. When that ability is taken away, the relationship falls apart. And that's why it's so important to be aware of the dynamics at play in your relationship. Now, you might be thinking, okay, but what if I'm the exception? What if my relationship is different? And you might be right, but here's the thing. How can you be sure? How can you be absolutely certain that your partner is with you for the right reasons? This is where it gets tricky. Because sometimes the only way to find out is to test it. That's right, test your relationship. I'm not saying you should go out and create problems just to see how she reacts, but you do need to be aware of how your relationship changes when things aren't going perfectly. What happens when you're not able to provide at the same level? Does she stick by you, support you, encourage you? Or does she start to pull away, get frustrated, maybe even angry? Let me tell you a story to illustrate this point. Not too long ago, I was sitting in my car, just minding my own business, when I saw something that made me stop and think. There was this black woman, probably in her late 20s, maybe early 30s, walking arm in arm with an older white man. Now, when I say older, I mean much older. He had to be in his 60s at least. He was balding, wearing a suit, and she was dressed to the nines. Mini dress, red thigh-high boots, the whole 9 yards. They were both smiling, looking like they didn't have a care in the world. But as I watched them, I couldn't help but wonder, what's really going on here? Is she with him because she genuinely loves him, or is it because of what he can offer her? And let's be real, it's a question worth asking. Because let's face it, the dynamic looked a little off. But hey, who am I to judge, right? Still, it's something to think about. What's the real motivation behind the relationship? And could it be that she's with him for reasons that have nothing to do with love? If you're finding this conversation interesting, and maybe even a little eye-opening, make sure to hit that subscribe button and check out the other videos on my channel. I've got a lot more where this came from, and trust me, you don't want to miss it. Now let's talk about something practical you can do if you're in one of these relationships. If you're a white man dating a black woman, or really any woman, here's a little experiment for you. Tell her that your workplace is going through some changes, and you're going to have to take a 40% pay cut. Say it with a straight face, like it's really happening. Then watch what she does. Does she freak out? Does she start acting differently? Or does she stick by you, support you, and help you figure out a plan to get through it? This little test can tell you a lot about where your relationship really stands. If she's only in it for the money, her true colors are going to show pretty quickly. She might start pulling away, getting frustrated, or even looking for a way out. But if she's really with you for the right reasons, she'll stick by you no matter what. And that's the kind of partner you want in your corner. Someone who's there for you, not just for what you can provide. But here's the thing, this isn't just about money. It's about everything that comes with it. Security, stability, social status. These are all things that play into why some women choose to be with certain men. And it's not just black women dating white men, this can happen in any relationship. But based on what I've seen and experienced, it's particularly common in these interracial dynamics. So, what does this mean for you? It means you need to be aware of the reasons behind your relationship. Is it based on love, respect, and mutual attraction? Or is it based on something else? And if it's the latter, you need to ask yourself if that's really what you want. Because at the end of the day, a relationship that's built on anything other than a genuine connection is going to crumble, eventually. It might take years, but it will happen. Let's take it a step further. Imagine you've been married for a few years, maybe even a decade. Things have been good, or at least you thought they were. But then, out of nowhere, your partner drops a bombshell. They're not happy, they want out, and you're left wondering where it all went wrong. And then it hits you. This was never about love. It was about what you could provide, and now that you're not able to provide at the same level, the relationship is falling apart. This is a reality for a lot of men, and it's a tough pill to swallow. But it's better to face it now than to wake up one day and realize that your relationship was built on a lie. So, if you're in one of these relationships, take a step back and really evaluate what's going on. Is she with you because she loves you, or is it because of what you can give her? And if it's the latter, you need to ask yourself if that's something you're okay with. Because if it's not, it might be time to rethink things. And before anyone gets mad, let me say this. If what I'm saying doesn't apply to you, then don't worry about it. But if you're feeling a little defensive right now, maybe it's time to take a closer look at your situation. This isn't about bashing anyone, it's about being real and honest about what's going on in these relationships. Because at the end of the day, everyone deserves to be in a relationship that's based on genuine love and respect, not one that's built on financial transactions or social status. Let me share another story. A buddy of mine was dating this woman. She was smart, beautiful, and seemed like she had it all together. They were happy, or so he thought. But then, things started to change. He lost his job, and suddenly, she wasn't so supportive anymore. She started nitpicking, getting frustrated over little things, and eventually she left him. It was only after she was gone that he realized she was with him for what he could provide, not for who he was. And that's a tough lesson to learn, but it's one that a lot of men need to hear. So, here's what I want you to do. If you're in a relationship right now, take a step back and really think about what's going on. Is your partner with you because they love you, or is it because of what you can provide? And if you're not sure, that's a red flag in itself. Don't be afraid to test the waters. Tell her that your financial situation is changing and see how she reacts. If she's truly in it for the right reasons, she'll stick by you no matter what. But if she's not, well, it's better to find out now than later. And if you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe and check out the other videos on my channel. I've got a lot more content like this, and I'm always dropping new videos. So, hit that notification button, leave a comment, and let's keep the conversation going. At the end of the day, relationships are complicated, they're messy, they're beautiful, and sometimes they're not what they seem. But the most important thing is to be honest with yourself and with your partner. Don't settle for a relationship that's based on anything other than love and respect. You deserve better, and so does she. So, take a step back, evaluate your situation, and make sure you're in a relationship for the right reasons. Because when it's all said and done, love should be about more than just what someone can provide. It should be about who they are and how they make you feel. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay safe, stay smart, and remember, make love, not war.